What's up YouTube, this is Shade the Panther, back on video. In today's video, it's my Yashahime Half Demon Princess Episode 7 review. We're about to get into it right now, and let's just dive deep into it right now. So pretty much the beginning of this episode, it kind of tells us, how we find out about the 4 demon pearls. One of them is like the chick. We also find out that the demon, I guess the demon king beast, he just seems like he's just sitting in like the ship, chilling in this like not his throne, but his chair, eating like grapes and all that. And pretty much the other demon, like the subordinate or just the servant, is pretty much saying that the other 4 demon pearl, he was killed, blah blah blah. And he's like, oh, he's one of my servants, blah blah. So it seems like the demon king beast really doesn't care about his subordinates like that, or his servants. He's kind of like just get the job done, and he seems like, oh, he died, whatever, kind of like a whatever villain. And it seems like the chick, or at least the demon chick, she was pretty much telling him is that he was killed by Shishomaru's daughter, and Inuyasha's daughter as well. Those half demon princesses. We have to make sure we kill them and take them out. If we don't, they're gonna cause more problems. And pretty much, he just seems like, okay, fine, make sure you get the job done, and blah blah blah. And that's pretty much the beginning of that episode. Then we get to the episode part where Toa, and Shasuna are, with Lady I forgot the chick with the eye patch. I can't remember every single character's name, whatever. But pretty much they're chilling, they're resting, stuff like that. And Toa's like played the violin, so I always like playing it. And then she's daydream. Well, she's sleeping, and she's exhausted, having these like dreams about her and Toa, and Sasuna having, I guess a sisterhood type relationship. Then she passes out. Then Susuna's like, okay, it's time for me to go. Because remember, she can't really sleep because of the butterfly thing. Then she sees that Toa is sleeping peacefully. She's like, alright, I'm gonna, go and kill and slay demons. And we go from there. Also, of course, after that, I forgot to say, is that, Sasuna and Toya are training with Moroku, Sango's brother, and with the nephew and stuff like that, sensing demons and all that stuff. So we have that after the demon beast king thing. Then we get to the part where Toa is asleep. She's like, oh, where does Sasuna go? Where does she go? Where does she go? And Lady Kagage, was he? Kagege? She pretty much tells her that, Sasuna, she went out to train, and she's like, wow, I'm really that much of a nuisance. Then she gets her food, gets her package, and all this other stuff, whatever. Then looks like Toa is trying to find her. She's kind of lost. Then she meets this other guy, or girl, or whatever he looks like. He said he's a pirate, but then they're talking, having a good conversation, stuff like that. And pretty much he steals like one of the swords, and then he gives it to her and says, oh, it's time for me to go. So pretty much he sets her up, pretty much. And then of course he steals that sword from like a temple or a palace somewhere. And then Toa gets arrested. Then they find out that Momora and Sasuna finds out that Toa isn't here. She gets kidnapped, blah blah blah. Then they find out that, oh, we gotta go save her. Then they go save her. When they do, they have to fight this demon like ice polar bear. Then Toa and Sasuna and Mara kills like the head of pretty much the main like polar bear demon that was controlling the big one. Kills it, executes it. Then they have this whole conversation about, okay, well, you're from another world, stuff like that, with the temple leader. And then of course the guy you find out is an owl demon and all this other stuff. Then you have Maro, and then you have Sasuna comes in there, breaks the temple, and pretty much tries to free Toa. And then Morara sends something a little different. She goes in there, tries to cut the owl demon, and then he flees. And then Sasuna and Mara go in there, tries to find the demon outside. And then pretty much Toa tells the whole explanation that, I'm taking this bike seat now, then I'm going to take this pamphlet, the social study booklet, and pretty much that's how, to sum it up, is that that's pretty much the end of the episode. But pretty much that tells you the setup of how the first episode was, because when you watch the first episode, it's kind of like, all right, Toa gets kidnapped, then you have the sisters that come in there, break her out, and that's kind of like where we get. When they gave us that episode gave us that episode preview, you could tell that was leading up to this whole entire point of episode 7. And I guess, they showed us the preview of what's going to happen, stuff like that. It seems like the 3 princess half demon chicks are going to start fighting, and they got to fight one of the 4 demon pearls, whatever it is, and they have to fight the owl. That's what it looks like in a preview. And again, that's pretty much the episode. The episode was kind of like, it's a setup point, but it's just like, I'm not going to say it's an unnecessary setup point, but it wasn't like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. Kind of like, all right, they got to take out this main generic bad guy, which is the king demon beast, and they have to fight him and kill him and try to, like, go forward. So again, that's pretty much it. I know I didn't give like a 100% in-depth review, but I'm just kind of like, Yashahime feels very, very generic. Like, it just kind of does. Like, the female, it's cool to have the 3 female leads and stuff like that, but it just seems like the plot just seems very, very, like, cookie cutter in my personal opinion. So that's why I'm not really going to a shot by shot, like, episode review when it comes to this particular series. So again, that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.